Bro, I think Siege is just a game that's destined to fail, bro. If you don't update the game, like, there's nothing for people to play. Dude, I would speak with, like, Ubisoft frequently. It would just be me and, like, Ubisoft. And I would speak with them directly about updates and ideas I have for the game. And none of it got implemented, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, none of it got implemented. The thing that killed Siege is just the game is stale. Like, there's no updates.
Siege could have been the greatest FPS ever made, but I don't think the top executives at Ubisoft really even understand what Siege is.
God, seriously?
Well, chat.
Yeah.
It's finally happening. All right.
Is that F's in chat or is that W's in chat?
Rainbow Six Siege has been on a downward spiral over the last year or so. The lack of content the game has received has started to affect the community, giving them a sense of an operation of nothing new. Siege gets 4 updates a year, and the system that Ubisoft uses to deliver content is good. Well, it used to be good. Back when Siege launched originally in 2015, the game received 8 operators yearly. Then it became 4 operators, and now to the present day, where we only receive 2 operators a year. It's disappointing that Ubisoft decided to make this change, but to play devil's advocate, I can understand where Ubisoft is coming from. Siege is a very old game. It's 10 years old. The game has over 75 operators. From a business standpoint, it seems Ubisoft would prefer working with what the game already has and make operator remasters rather than fully focusing on new operators. But if Ubisoft is going to decide to stick with this format, then they should be doing more to create content. Siege hasn't received a new map in nearly 2 years. The last map the game received was Lair, and the mid-season balance patches in this year have been very lackluster.
That's it? That's the last episode? That was just a bunch of cheap walk cycles! What a rip!
Ubisoft should be doing more to keep players engaged than just admitting their mistakes and making empty promises on Twitter and Reddit.
Siege X was hyped up greatly by Ubisoft. At the time, most of the community thought of Siege X to be this groundbreaking update, but now many just see it as a failure. So what happened? Nostalgia. Like many other games of its kind, Ubisoft used nostalgia to drive up hype and popularity to this new era of Siege? CSGO 2 did it, Overwatch 2 did it, and now Siege X is also doing it. Nostalgia is what drove up hype for Siege X. The revamped lighting gave old players the feeling of old Siege while still keeping it competitive, veteran rewards for current and returning players, and enhancing gameplay to create a more tactical feel, with mechanics like advanced rappel and environmental destruction, in an attempt to make the game feel more like that E3 demo of Siege that Ubisoft had shown to the world back in 2014. All of that though? Yeah, it was just an attempt for Ubisoft to make a quick cash grab off Siege through returning players' nostalgia.
It really seems like the top executives at Ubisoft don't know what they're doing. They don't understand what Siege is, and they're probably just in it for the money.
Okay, well, I think I'm done with this section now. But I feel like there's one last thing I'm missing. What could that be? I really don't know. Dual Front. Dual Front just deserves its own chapter in this video because it's really just a piece of garbage. You can probably put Dual Front in one of those like EDP memes.
I mean, it's alright, like overrated as fuck.
Coming out of year 10 and into year 11, this game mode is basically dead. Every other day there's some sort of post on the R6 subreddit talking about Dual Front being dead. I really just have to wonder who asked for this mode, because Dual Front is really nothing like Siege. I also couldn't find anything online about it, so take this with a grain of salt, but I recall at some point Ubisoft calling Dual Front a tutorial to Siege for people who are more accustomed to games like COD and Battlefield. What? Is that a joke? Dualfront plays absolutely nothing like Siege. If people wanted to learn how to play Siege, and they would just hop into casual or unranked and learn the game. If you've made it this far into the video, then it's probably safe to say that you understand that most of the issues within Rainbow Six Siege are not fully the devs' fault. The blame lands closer to the executives at Ubisoft. For years now, Ubisoft has tried to create new games to compete with other top-rated games, to no avail. XDefiant tried to compete with COD. Where is it at? Dead. World of Champions tried to compete with Rocket League. Also dead. Watch Dogs, it didn't exactly try to compete with GTA, but the marketing team sure tried to make it seem like it. Where's it at now? Yeah, you guessed it. Also dead. It just really seems like Ubisoft's executives don't really care about their games, and instead of picking just one game to focus on, the executives keep throwing money at random projects hoping one of them will work. But there's one game that's worked for Ubisoft in the past, and it's worked for 10 years. But it seems like Ubisoft has forgotten about this game over the years. It's called Rainbow Six Siege. What a surprise, bet you didn't see that coming. Ubisoft's executives seem to have a bipolar relationship with Siege. It's like they all get together and flip a coin that decides what next to bring to Siege, whether or not it's good or bad. If you want my honest opinion, they clearly don't care about their players and are probably milking what's left of Ubisoft as a company until its eventual downfall. Siege is a very unique game. There's no other game like Siege. Ubisoft's executives know their place in the FPS market. I believe this is why they keep throwing money at new projects, trying to disrupt the market. Whether or not new projects work, Ubisoft knows they can fall back on Siege to make a profit. Let me draw you a scenario. You're playing a game on Chalet on Attack. It's the first round. You drone the bomb site, located on the second floor, and prepare for the action phase. The action phase starts, and as you're coming up to the Chalet, you and your whole team just dies. What? What the hell just happened?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What you and your team actually died to was an insta-kill cheat. With the click of a button, some guy behind his computer screen in his musty-ass chair killed you and your entire team instantly. How is it that cheats like this can exist in a AAA game? Ubisoft isn't an indie dev. They have the resources to fix the cheating problem. It's just the executives at Ubisoft who won't allow the devs to fix these issues because they want to throw money into the next COD killer. Oh wait, that game is dead. Cheating in Siege has been a problem since its release. 2 years ago, Alka made a video with a former cheat developer detailing the state of cheating and how easy BattleEye is to bypass compared to other anti-cheat. And the cheating problem is still relatively in the same spot since that video was made. I don't think the issue lies with BattleEye and Ubisoft's new in-house anti-cheat called R6 Shield Guard. The issue lies with the Siege being a decade-old game. It's old and it's not easy to maintain what is probably 10 years of spaghetti code. And I think this issue lies even deeper with Siege X. In Ubisoft's eyes, Siege X was never meant to be a sequel to Siege when it should have been. Siege X should have been the CS2 to Siege. But what did we get? Some new lighting, a couple of fire extinguishers, and a few explosive pipes. Yippee. Ubisoft's executives, the people at the top of the corporate ladder, only want to maximize profit while minimizing costs. And where do we minimize cost? The anti-cheat department. Honestly, even though the anti-cheat team probably gets the least amount of budget, I gotta give them some props because it seems like they've gotten a bit better at handling cheaters. Well, up until recently. I guess I'll start this chapter by saying I didn't originally plan on adding in this chapter because, well, the Ubisoft server attack didn't exist back in July 2025. I really need to get this video done. Okay, I'm gonna present this section of the video and then explain like I'm 5 kind of context because I want to get this video done on time. This is Siege. What is Siege? A first-person shooter video game made by Ubisoft. There are cheaters on Siege. Ubisoft doesn't like them. Ubisoft bans cheaters. Cheaters come back. Ubisoft doesn't like that. Ubisoft has an idea. They ban account sharing and Smurf accounts. This hurts the cheater ecosystem. Cheaters don't like that. So what did they do? They hacked the servers and they did other things? Wait. 5 different groups? Okay, so apparently 5 different hacker groups hacked Ubisoft. This group gave us all the illegitimate R6 credits. Hold on, how much is that balance worth? $339 billion?
And at an average of 2.25% interest over a period of 1,000 years, that comes to $4.3 billion.
These people tried banning as many people as possible and were also the ones writing messages with the ban ticker.
We were both butt naked banging on the caught me red-handed creeping with the girl next door bathroom floor. How could I forget that I was hard? Is this a song lyrics?
This group also claims they stole Ubisoft source code dating all the way back to the 90s. What? A third group stole all of Ubisoft's internal and client info and threatened to release it for ransom. Allegedly. Ubisoft claims they didn't obtain anyone's personal data. A fourth group is basically just critical of Group 2. They claim that they're liars and also saying that Group 2 is trying to bamboozle Group 1. And a fourth group showed up and presented a breakdown on how all of the other groups did, well, basically what they did. It genuinely must be an absolute shit show at Ubisoft with everything going on right now. Okay, update. So the hackers breached Siege again, and all they did was make 6-7 jokes.